And I want this. I want you back when I'm just like, why are we back? Another player, I'd be like, why are you back? Your teammate's pressing. Why are we back? But I want this. I want you back here. You are going to be the rock. You are going to be the piece of consistency on this team. And it's don't even go for this. It's not pick up teammates' touch. It's not go for this. It's play back as a third, fake as a third. It's play boost as a third. It's not go for that. And it's not like, because when you go for plays like this, you're expecting a teammate to pick you up. And let's see what happens. I believe that Zur plays in RSC as well. We have a lot of RSC homies in here, which is a league. I've said that a lot today. Rocket Soccer Confederation. That's what it stands for. Google it. Had very little sleeps after finals, cram, but hey, maybe you can yell at me to fix my rotations or something. Hey, we'll figure it out. No worries. I hope your exams went well, and we'll take a look at the new team. This will be champion. Zur, third man. Well, good comms. Good comms. All right. I mean, we'll take a look. I think the biggest thing last time we talked about small pad rotations. That was the applicational advice, not for boost management, but to get in the midfield. I mean, I think I said this last time too. Your rotations are fine. They're very traditional and you have good game sense. It's just getting a little bit more threatening in the midfield and eventually cutting more. I like us. I mean, I like the thought of going for this. As in, I like mechanically that you're stressing yourself, game sense that you're stressing yourself, but, you know, the outlet's not there, but I do like us playing for it. Because an outlet pass like that, a redirect, is a cut, and that is the goal with you. Game sense wasn't there, but I'm one of those coaches who I don't really care about little nitpicky mistakes like that. Let's try. But all this broke down with this. This was the... We will see. I do like us playing for an outlet, though. We will see. I'm going to try to find the root of the mistakes. Good. I will say, Zur, I know you said you're low sleep, but I do think that you're playing the ball better. I know you were coming off a break. I think the hours are catching up to you. You look a lot more confident mechanically. I think the biggest thing that's going on with the team, you guys just haven't built up trust yet. Having a hard time reading each other. Positioning for each other. And this dude has got 250 ping. I don't know why. I really hope that the player that you're teamed with for the entirety of the season does not have 240 ping every single match, but I'm going to forget about that. And I'm also going to try not to focus on the team. I mean, the biggest thing that's going on in this game, my friend, is this team is just out-chemming you. Meaning the other team is just playing better as a team. They're following each other up. They're positioning to pick each other's plays up, 50s up. There's a demo to open up this solo play. It's just a lot more orchestrated. For individually, for you, I'm trying to think how we can be a lot more calculated. Okay. I mean, the amount of I'm like low key getting mad because like, Zara, you submit replays here. I want you to improve, and like, both your teammates are lagging. Okay, that's fine. But like, the amount of double commits that Fetty Steve has gone for is ridiculous. I think he's doubled over 10 times. I like our outlets. That's like about the only thing I like in this, and that's not me trying to be harsh or anything. But I like us playing for outlets. It's there it is again. He just gosh, I'm a losing brain. Overcommit from Fetty Steve. I'm having a hard time with this one, sir. The gameplay's a little sloppy. Where my brain is, how can we bring order? while still improving individually. And I'm like at this like crossroads where I love that you're playing for outlets because that's building on what we've talked about, but outlets are not what this team needs. Like, and I'm also trying not to focus on the team, but it's just, there's no structure to this game. Everyone is diving the ball. Everyone is throwing the ball away. There's no offensive pressure. There's no defensive rotation. There's constant double commits. And it's really just sloppy. And I don't know what kind of advice to give you individually outside of play super traditional, which is counterintuitive to what I'm trying to work with you. Playing like super traditional would solve a lot of the problems. It's like, go back to the basics. What play style role to fill, first, second, third, how to rotate, how to hold pressure. Because like all of the goals scored on you were mistakes, not because this team is pressing you or this team is really, really good. It's like self-induced mistakes. So I'm going to try to solve those. How to play traditional. And we're not going to talk about building on last week. Don't go for that. Let them throw the ball away. So that's one concept we're going to work in. It's playing super patient. Okay, so like if you're going to play an outlet, if you're going to play a support, a second man, a quick 1-2 pass, then you need to be in a position that can do that. So right now you're positionally committed as a third man when your teammate's a third man. And if you're positionally committed for a certain role and rotation, which requires certain decision making, so like you're not positionally committed to go for the ball. Fake this, wait, play patient, easy. See if that is a recurring theme with not being in the right position, which kind of builds on what we talked about last week. But, you know, all this does is when you're far away from the play like this, you are forced to dive. It will be very unlikely that you beat the player into solo play. If you beat the player, it's probably going to beat into a throwaway, which could be an outlet for a teammate. But what all this does is it puts pressure on your third man. And we're going to talk about traditional gameplay elements, and we want to reduce the number of times we put a teammate in a 1-on-1, a 2-on-1, because as seen with this replay, your teammates cannot survive a 1-on-1. So we're going to play super traditional. And then I'm curious to know how this works with this team. All right, we're playing a third man. We're playing a back post. This is good. Fetty is all on top of you. This is good. All right. We have 100 boost. The only way that this outlet pass is going to somehow go into the net is if you ceiling double it or you pull off the tightest angle double touch possible. And yes, I want you working on outlet passes. I love what this does mechanically for you and pulls you out of a comfort zone. And I like us trying for this, but with your team, just like with that previous play, the more outlet passes you play, and the reason outlet passes are risky by definition is it's taking two teammates out of the game. So that means the person going for the outlet pass needs to control shoot 50 by time, because all this is going to do is put pressure on a teammate. And again, I'm kind of working against my own coaching advice in this replay, but I do want to solve the immediate problem, which is lack of structure for the team. We are going to play back. We are playing a third. We fake. Beautiful. Not the touch we wanted. All right. Play super patient backboard defense, another traditional gameplay element where you can make the same decision-making tree, the same line of decision-making that you just did. Go, fake, touch. Not the touch we wanted, but stay on backboard. Because when you stay on backboard and position on the goal line, you are covering a zone. And yes, you could do what you did and try to go up for this, but the beautiful thing about threes is you have cutters. And if this ball is in the midfield and you already made a touch, you made your play, now position, now wait. And don't force it. because this whole play broke down to everyone forcing it. Everyone is just forcing it. Play patient, play a position, play a back post, play a backboard. Don't stretch for outlets, especially with this team. And hopefully maybe this combines with what we talked about last week and maybe help ease some of the stresses of this new team. I want to still focus positioning, but I want to focus traditional positioning. Play a third here in the midfield. Play a second man or a third man behind your first or second man. So you're looping here to play behind, right? So you're looping, right? You're still kind of behind right now. You are not playing across because that opens up risk. You play across, right? And you're across. All this player has to do is beat one of you guys, and it beats two of you guys because you guys are essentially in the same horizontal position. But if you play behind, then this player can go. Whatever happens, happens. You either follow or you pick up their miss. So what we're going to do, and I'll go to the next goal. And Zer, I want you to think about how you want to do these replays, meaning the question you need to answer is, do you want to improve individually, which will go down one advice avenue, where I'm going to do stuff to make you play more meta, push you out of your comfort zone, and actually improve as a player? Or is your immediate goal to kind of fill that role on your team, have fun with the game, yada, yada, yada? Or if it's a combination of the two, but just let me know. You could respond in the Discord. Just let me know, because with this replay, the advice I want to give you is counterintuitive to what the team needs. And I want to make sure, like, since you're paying for this, you're getting your money, right? Like, getting your money's worth. You're paying $25 a month for this, replay every week. Like, I want to make sure that we're moving in the right direction. So figure out what you want to do. And for now, I'm just going to give you traditional advice. Defense, we're going to go super traditional. Back post, backboard. And really, it's this kind of sit and wait mentality. You know, in a perfect world, you're out of position with momentum. You're not completely sitting. But, like, if your back post and your teammate's front post and challenges the corner and your teammate challenges the corner, you are not moving front post until you see your teammate move the ball up the field, which is unmeta, because what I like to do is I like to have you anticipating that and creeping and moving with them. But I want to work in super traditional gameplay elements that reduce risk, because if anyone's going to do it on the team, it's going to be you. And I almost want to instill this reactionary playstyle where you are literally sitting and reacting to your teammates' touches because you haven't read them yet. You don't know what they're going to do yet. So, like, wait and watch, wait and see, then make your decision. Kind of have that multi-step lag process attached to it. Like, very slow, very methodical. Look for your ball control, look for your 50s. Do not look for outlet passes. Play a traditional third man on offense right here. Play back post, play backboard. Look for solo play ball control, look for your 50s. And the last kind of new thing, maybe you like this, maybe you don't. I've had people in the scene like freaking coin me for this strategy, which is like honestly appalling, because this strategy is not meta by any means and people still talk about it. I used to call it vertical stacking, where whenever you're designing a transition or a pressure situation, you stack behind each other like a toy soldiers, like dominoes, vertical stacking. So you play third right here. And what it does is reduce risk by definition. He went, he picks it up. He goes, you pick it up. So you always have someone behind picking it up, and it just promotes more ball control. But in today's game of Rocket League, this is not meta. But I do want to offer you this because it's going to help reduce these outlet pass mentalities that I really want us to work on. But it's less follow-ups of a teammate. It's more sitting behind. It's more sitting and waiting, looking for that solo play ball control. Maybe like something from today clicks with something from last week, and it creates this beautiful combination of play style. But it's this multi-step, super traditional, not goalie, but traditional 1-2-3 play style, which is how players learn the game. But like, look at this multi-step process. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, teammate goes, you don't go until you see him backflip. Okay, like that's just like the multi-step. You wait to see what happens. And then you go right here, okay, and then it's rotate back. It's not even play outlets, and that hurts me on the inside, but we're not playing outlets. It's track your pads, rotate back, and get back there, and highlight our teammates through safe, traditional gameplay. Right? And it's not even, oh, play midfield. Maybe this goes mid. Nope, it's get to the back post. And it's like, oh, well, he's back post. Well, I don't care. I literally don't care. I don't trust anything my teammates are going to do. That's not the best mentality to have, but it's just playing super safe. Maybe meet me in the middle and play front post, but it's not play midfield. Midfield is too advanced for this. Midfield is not what the team needs, but again, let me know. And it's like, I'd rather see this situation happen where maybe I'm working with another player and I'm just like, why the heck did we go front post? You should be playing outlet. You should be picking this up. But I want you back here. I want you back here. I want like super safe, a lot of fakes, a lot of 50s, a lot of ball control. And I want this. I want you back when I'm just like, why are we back? Another player, I'd be like, why are you back? Your teammate's pressing. Why are we back? But I want this. I want you back here. You are going to be the rock. You are going to be the piece of consistency on this team. And it's don't even go for this. It's not pick up teammates touch. It's not go for this. It's play back as a third, fake as a third. It's play boost as a third. It's not go for that. And it's not like, because when you go for plays like this, you're expecting a teammate to pick you up. And let's see what happens. Well, no one picked you up. They actually faked, which is pretty smart. But there's the double, and there's the miss, and there's the miss, and there's the goal. Like, this is just what we're going to reduce this, okay? And we're going to reduce it, and I'm not trying to put the blame of the play on you, but we're cutting it off at your step in the process. We're not going for that anymore. But let me know. Just let me know what happens, sir. Meaning, like, with team, what you want to do, and I promise you, we'll build on this, and there could be a nice combination between the two, but just let me know. And hope the finals went well for you, for sure. I actually thought you looked better. I'm going to be honest. I thought you looked better than last week. I thought you looked faster, more confident, more mechanical, but I mean, I can't not look at all the dumb goals being scored and then be like, okay, how can we fix this? It's a team game. And unfortunately, I did not want to go a team route right there, but really my approach to that was, how do we optimize your role on the team? That was the question.